All right then, good morning everyone. Thank you all for being here. Is this heat okay? Yeah? Do you want me to move it a bit further away? Cool. Yeah, just turn it down or whatever you need to do. So I'll move these mats. If you want to give yourselves more space, you're welcome to. So does anybody have any injuries or hindrances that I need to know about before we start? Okay, and have you done yoga before? You're familiar with the practice? Okay, great. Okay, so you know your body, you know what to do. Cool. Okay. Yeah, if you, yeah, I'm just your guide, so, listen to your body. And if I guide you through anything that is causing you pain or severe discomfort, then, yeah, just or modify or rest. Yeah. Anybody else? All right. You've been keeping up with your practice while I've been away?
Yeah, doing my best.
Doing your best, that's all we can do. Feeling stiff? You've missed it?
Yeah. It's 3 weeks, yeah?
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah. So 2 Tuesdays I've been away. I'll move forwards a bit, give myself a bit more space. We all comfortable in the space that we're occupying in the room before we start? Yeah? Lovely. So we're going to start seated. Actually, let's start lying down. So we'll lie down flat on our backs. Good morning, everybody joining in online. Yeah, I'll hand some out. So find a comfortable reclined position, or if you would prefer to sit, then you're welcome to sit. And put some blocks beside you in case you want to just give the body any more support at any point. People at home, if you're joining, if you don't have blocks, you can use books, cushions, rolled up towels, blankets, books, anything that can just bring the ground up to you a little bit. And if at any point the sound drops out, just send me some messages and I will be able to see. So first, just taking a moment to arrive here. Becoming aware of the physical space you're occupying. Feel into the sense of how it is to be here now in your body. How does it feel to be here in this room? Noticing any sounds or any other presence that may be calling for your attention in this moment. Remembering that stepping into your practice is not a case of the whole world stopping around you and being in this ideal, silent, peaceful setting with a clear mind and a silent space. It's a practice of being able to be aware of whatever's happening externally and internally. All these things that may call for your attention. And while recognizing those and observing them, just being able to maintain your self-awareness, your presence, your inner peace, your connection to self, spirit, and the earth. So as we observe what's happening within and without, begin to draw your awareness to your breath. Just witnessing the breath as it flows through the body. Just observe how it feels in this moment. Tuning into the subtle movement of breath. Perhaps that's the rise and fall of the stomach or the chest. Perhaps that's the flow of air up and down the throat. Perhaps you notice the subtle change in temperature around the edges of your nostrils as you inhale and exhale. And perhaps it's that very brief moment of stillness and pause between your inhales and exhales. This moment of transition and renewal. Wherever your awareness naturally lands, allow that to be your anchor. So if you do find the mind overcome with thought, or distracted in any way, if you find the heart overcome with emotion, the body overcome with physical sensation or discomfort, return to this point. Allow space for whatever is present for you. Allow your inhales to provide that space. On your exhales to offer an opportunity to release whatever's not serving you for this moment. And we'll gently begin to deepen the breath. And we'll come into a short breathing exercise. So I invite you to place one hand over your stomach and one hand over your chest. I'm going to come into 4-7-8 breath, which is a great way to regulate the nervous system. So all we're going to do is inhale for 4 counts, hold the breath for 7 counts, and exhale for 8 counts. So wherever you are in your breath cycle now, let's empty the lungs. And together we'll inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And continue. You can follow your own counts. And if you need to, you can change the numbers. So it's not necessarily the numbers that matter, it's the ratio. So we do an inhale, and then we hold the breath for slightly longer, and exhale for slightly longer than that. After your next exhale, just allow your breath to return to its natural flow. Just take a moment to notice how the body and the mind is feeling following that breathing exercise. Begin to bring some small movements to the fingers, the toes. Gently turning the head side to side. As you next inhale, reach the hands up and overhead. Take a full body stretch. Stretch from the tips of your fingers all the way down to the tips of your toes. Circle the wrists, circle the ankles. As you exhale, hug the knees in. Continue to exhale, empty your lungs completely. If you can, lift your forehead up towards your knees. And gently release. We'll begin to circle the knees. And switching directions. From here, bring the knees together. Lift up the heels so the shins are parallel to the floor. Reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Press the belly button towards the spine so you can hopefully increase the contact between your spine and the earth. And maybe feel your abdominal muscles switch on. Try and maintain this activation throughout as you inhale and extend your left leg towards the end of your mat and your right arm backwards towards the top of your mat. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, extend your right leg and left arm. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, right leg, left arm. Lovely. Continue that, following the rhythm of your own breath. So try not to let your body completely collapse. So we're just hovering the heel just above the, so bring your knees back, Arms reach up, extend. Up, opposite leg to arm, And then stop just before you get to the ground and then come back up, Just a few more of these. How are we all doing online? Just give me a little thumbs up or an emoji to represent how you're getting on. There. And then we'll release, bring the feet to the ground. We'll walk the feet to the outside edges of the mat and allow your knees to rest inwards, against one another. Reach the arms up and overhead, bend the elbows, take a hold of your forearms or wrists. Then just gently wave the knees side to side. Taking whatever movement you need to feel relief here. And the next time the knees come over to the left, we'll just allow them to hang there. Press that right hip forwards. So hopefully you feel a gentle activation of your glutes and a stretch along the front of your right hip. And you can stay here, or you can rest your left ankle on top of your right knee, just to increase the stretch a bit more. Wherever you are, make sure you keep pressing that right hip forwards. You've got the option to turn your head and look to your right. And come back to center. Bring the left foot back down to the edge of your mat if you moved it. Then slowly bring the knees over to the right. Pressing the left hip forwards. Again, you can stay here or rest the right ankle on top of the left knee for an increased stretch. And then maybe turn your head to look to your left. Hopefully bring that right foot down, bring the knees back to center, walk the feet in slightly. We'll cross the right ankle over the left knee and press the right knee away from the body. Bring the palms down on the ground beside your hips. As you inhale, press into that left foot to lift up the hips and keep pressing that right knee away. As you exhale, slowly lower down to the ground. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Trying to keep the hips as level as you can. So avoiding that right hip dropping down. Just got to use your core. Lovely. As the hips next come down, keep the legs where they are and bring the arms out wide with a bend in the elbows. Inhale. As you exhale, twist to the left, so bringing the sole of the right foot down. And use the left hand to take a hold of the right ankle and gently press the right knee away. So hopefully you feel a little something on the outside edge of your right hip. And you have the option to take your right hand and grab hold of your left ankle for a reclined shoelace. And hug both feet into the midline of your body. Lovely. Come back to center. We're going to switch the crossing of the legs. And before we go anywhere, we're going to bring that right knee in towards the chest and take a hold of the shin or behind the thigh for a reclined pigeon or figure four. Pressing the back of the head and the base of the spine into the earth and flexing that left foot. Lovely. Right foot comes flat, palms come onto the ground beside the hips. Press that left knee away. As you inhale, lift up the hips. Again, try not to let that left hip drop down. Use your core to remain level. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale to lift. And exhale, lower. Follow the rhythm of your own breath for a few more rounds. Lovely. When the hips next come down, bring the arms out wide with a bend in the elbows. Inhale. Exhale, drop the left sole of the left foot down to the ground on the right. Press the left knee away. Already, hopefully you feel something around down the outside of that left hip. Stay here or take a hold of the left ankle with the right hand. Again, keep pressing the left knee away. And you also have the option to grab hold of the right ankle or foot with the left hand for a reclined shoelace. Gently release and come back to center. We're going to switch the crossing of the legs once again. So right ankle crosses over the knee and hug the left knee in towards the chest, taking a hold of the shin or behind the thigh. Again, press the back of the head and the base of the spine into the ground. Flex the right foot. Breathing into where you feel it, expanding around any tension or discomfort. And release. Inhale, extend the arms, the legs, stretch the whole body. Exhale, hug the knees in. I'm going to rock up and down the spine. Gradually building momentum until you can come to a seat. Close the eyes, find a comfortable seated position. If it feels more comfortable keeping the eyes open, just take a soft gaze down towards the ground. We'll take some gentle neck circles. So visualize drawing a big circle with your chin. So point the chin towards one shoulder. Bring it down across the collarbones, all the way over to the other shoulder, up and overhead. Keeping the shoulders relaxed throughout. We'll go 3 times one direction, 3 times the other direction. You can keep the arms resting wherever they are, or you can sprinkle the fingertips on the ground beside you just to access the shoulders and neck in a different way. Back to center. Start to roll the shoulders forwards. And roll the shoulders backwards. From here, sprinkle the fingertips beside the hips once again if you've moved them. Inhale. As you exhale, tip the head over to the left. to center, inhale. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back to center. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, twist into the left. Right hand comes onto the knee, left hand comes behind you. Inhale, lengthen the spine, make space. Exhale, twisting, maybe looking over your left shoulder, and maybe dropping the left ear towards your left shoulder. Keeping the hand on the knee, we're going to face the body forwards. Inhale, reach up with the left hand, and exhale, reaching over to your right. Twisting at the same time, lifting the heart up towards the sky, strong through that top arm. I'm going to keep bending over that way. Bring the arm over till it meets your other knee. Inhale, lift the knees up slightly. Exhale, round the spine. Press the knees down. Allow your chin to come to your chest. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, release the right arm, reaching up. Exhale, twisting to the right this time. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist, looking over your back shoulder. Length through the neck, relax your shoulders. And then maybe drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Keeping the hand on the knee, inhale, face the body forwards, reaching that right arm up, and exhale, bending over to your left, using the knee to draw the chest up towards the skies. I'm going to keep the arm coming all the way over until it meets the left knee. Straighten up the upper body. Lift up the knees, inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, round the spine, press the knees down towards the ground. Relax your shoulders as much as you can here. Relax your belly. Relax your neck. And inhale to release. I'm going to do a little bit of spine mobility here. So I'm going to just turn, but you don't need to. So left shin stays parallel with the top of your mat. We're going to bring the right heel backwards and glue that right knee to the sole of your left foot. Both hands on the left leg. Inhale, draw the chest forwards. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale. So we're doing some kind of cat and cow type movement here. Bringing the spine neutral once again. Inhale. As you exhale, twist to your left. So I'm not going to mirror you now. So twist to your left. So other way towards the door. Your left. Inhale here. As you exhale, maybe you can walk the fingertips forwards. Bring the elbows to the outside of your, the right elbow to the outside of your left knee. So when I'm here, I like to have the left arm flat and straighten up other way around. Have the right forearm flat and lift up the left elbow to create a bit of a deeper twist in the spine. So that's an option if it feels good for you. Lovely. Come back to center. And we'll switch the legs over. So right shin this time is parallel with the top edge of your mat. Glue the left knee to the sole of your right foot. Both hands on the right knee. And we'll move through this cat and cow type movement. Inhale, draw the chest forwards. Exhale, round. Just exploring your range here. And then we'll return to neutral spine. Inhale, exhale, twist into the right. Sprinkle the fingertips beside that right leg. Stay here, or maybe walk the hands forwards, bringing the forearms flat. And then maybe straightening up the left right arm for a little bit of a deeper twist. Gently lift yourself up. I'm going to make our way onto our hands and knees. Inhale, drop the belly down, flip the tailbone up, walk the hands forwards. Keep the hands nice and wide here and allow the chin and chest to melt down to the earth. You have your blocks nearby if you want to bring one underneath your chest or under the head for some extra support. And keep the hips stacked directly above your knees. So shift your hips a bit further back. Yeah. So yeah, just your hips so they come over your knees. Yeah, that's fine. And then stretch your arms. Don't move your lower body, stretch your arms. And have your hands as wide as the mat as if you can. Spreading the shoulder blades wide. And see how it feels just to subtly turn your armpits a little bit further down to face the earth. We'll stay for a few breaths, breathing into that connection between the earth and whatever part of your body is in contact with it, be that the first eye, the heart, your palms, your knees. Energetically strengthening that connection. Pressing the elbows into the ground, slide the body forwards, come to lie on your front. Make a pillow with the hands, rest the first eye down, connecting the big toes and allowing the heels to fall wide. Gently lifting up the head. Bring the fingertips wide, about as wide as your mat, with the thumb on the mat and the fingertips off the mat. Elbows wide. Toes point back as you inhale. Peel the spine off the mat. It's a moment now to explore the range of your spine. So as we inhale, we'll peel up, and as we exhale, we'll slowly lower down. And you can experiment here with bending one elbow at a time. Just line the shoulders, the arms, the spine to move like water. Always working within your own range and knowing that everything within this practice is an invitation, not an instruction. So if anything doesn't feel right for you, you're welcome to sit it out or adapt as necessary. Let's do 3 more breaths just like this. And whenever you're ready, once again make a pillow with your hands, rest the first eye down. Big toes connected, heels fall wide. Whenever you're ready, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes, lift the kneecaps so your legs are active. Tuck the tailbone underneath slightly, activating the core. Inhale. As you exhale, press up to a plank. If you need to keep the knees down, go ahead. Inhale, lift up the hips into a pyramid. High onto the toes to begin with. Find that alignment between your points of contact with the ground and the hips. That might mean keeping your knees bent, walking your feet in slightly, and then maybe you can draw the heels further towards the ground. So we're going to stay here for a few breaths. Those who are new to practicing with me, this position here is commonly known as down dog. In afro centric yoga, we name it pyramid. It represents the pyramids in Kemet, what we know as Egypt, ancient Egypt, and surrounding areas, surrounding countries. It represents the sacred geometry of this shape, which is present in every cell of every living being on earth. So that's the energy we're breathing into. It's also a vehicle between the physical realm and the spirit realm. So visualizing the flow of energy from the ground through your body, and what shape this makes, and what that shape represents, and what it means to you. Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. Breathing into the discomfort, knowing that through that discomfort you are building strength. Lift up the heels, tiptoe the feet towards the hands. Have a nice deep bend in your knees and allow your upper body to rest on the thighs. Allow the head to hang, the arms to hang. You may want to take a hold of your elbows and just sway side to side, back and forwards, whatever you need to do just to allow the upper body to rest here. Keeping the knees bent and the chin tucked, very slowly roll up to standing. Stacking each vertebrae one on top of the other. Head and shoulders are the last thing to come up. Roll the shoulders back at the top, palms face forwards, eyes closed. Step into the front of your mat if you're not there already. Take a moment here. This posture here is one variation of Heru, which represents self-mastery. And we return here at the end of each Ujjara sun salutation to represent mastery in all moments. Inhale, reach the arms up, bring the hands overhead, have the feet parallel here, into Tekken. Again, this posture represents a channel between realms, spirit and physical, through your body, through your breath. So each time we return here, breathe into that energy. Breathe into the power that is your physical being. Exhale, hands in front of your heart center in Sima, union. Once again, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. We're going to make a pyramid with the hands by separating the palms, keeping the thumb and first finger connected. Turn this pyramid to face the heavens as you inhale. As you exhale, bring it down to your first eye. Press the hips forwards, lift the chest. Separate the hands into a Y. Circle them all the way back, down, forwards. Bring the pyramid in front of your first eye as you bend the knees, hinge forwards, bring this pyramid down to the earth. Separate the hands, bringing them under the shoulders, stepping back to pyramids. So you notice we've got two pyramids, one with the whole body, one with the hands. Hopefully it makes sense as to which one I mean at each point of the flow. Lift up the heels, roll the body forward into plank. Inhale. Keep the knees up if you can. As you exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Point the toes back. Use the back muscles to lift up the head and chest into Wajet or Cobra. Press the tops of the feet down. Energetically draw your wrists back to draw the chest forwards and activate your back muscles. Chin parallel to the ground. Just to test here, we're going to lift up the hands. Okay, make sure we're not relying too much on them. We want to be using the back muscles here. Breathe here. Exhale, bring the first eye down to the ground. Inhale, prepare to press by tucking the toes, lifting the kneecaps. Exhale, pressing up. Plank first. Then to pyramid, high onto the toes. Find that alignment, and then maybe you can draw the heels down. As you inhale, lift up the left leg, lift up the heel of the right foot, around the spine, bring your knee to your nose. I'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, round the spine, knee to nose. Last time, lift. Knee to nose, step it all the way forwards this time. Foot comes between the hands. Find your lunge as you inhale. Gently drop that right knee down as you exhale. Inhale. Hips back, hands in front of the shoulders, palms face forwards. Dua, adoration. As you exhale, hips come forwards. Lift from the base of your spine into Duat, the underworld. Inhale, pressing back, moving nice and slow. Exhale, palms face forward, palms come down, sorry. Stepping back to pyramid, high onto the toes to begin with. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, roll forwards, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, Wajet, Cobra. Use the back, not the hands. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, prepare to press. Exhale, press. Inhale, pyramid. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, right leg lifts this time. Lift up the heel of the left foot. Round the spine, knees to nose as you exhale. 2 more times. After your third one, step that right foot between the hands. Find your lunge as you inhale. Gently bring the knee down as you exhale. Inhale, dua. Exhale, duat. Inhale, press back. Exhale, palms come down. Making your way to pyramid, high onto the toes to begin with. Heels flat. If you can, it's not the aim. Bend the knees, gaze forwards, inhale. As you exhale, giant step forwards with the left, followed by the right. Inhale, find a flat back. Bring the pyramid to the earth, keeping that flat back. From here, bend the knees, bring the hips nice and low. Bring the pyramid in front of your first eye, assets throne. Inhale, raise the pyramid to the heavens. Exhale to your first eye, press the hips forwards, lift the heart. Separate the hand into a Y, circle them back. As they come all the way up and overhead to Tekken, straighten the whole body. Deep breath here, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, release, Heru. Feet parallel, inhale Tekken. Exhale Sima. Inhale Tekken. Make a pyramid with the hands, inhale, flip it up. Exhale to your first eye, little back bend. Circle the arms back, down, pyramid in front of your first eye, inhale. Exhale, pyramid to the earth. Inhale, exhale. Separate the hands, stepping back to pyramid. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, Wajat Cobra. Exhale, first eye to the earth. Inhale, prepare to press. Exhale, press. Lifting up to pyramid. Exhale, pyramid. Bend the knees, gaze forwards, inhale. Exhale, giant step forwards with your left foot. Find a lunge. Gently bring the right knee down. Inhale, dua. Exhale, duat. Inhale, pressing back. We're going to bring the arms into Ka, spirit, holding the spirit overhead. Palms face inwards. From here, cross the left hand over the chest. Make a fist with the right. As you exhale, we're going to press forwards and twist to the right. Follow the right arm with the gaze, and then bring the gaze forwards. Henu, jubilation, giving thanks, celebrating life. Inhale, Ka. Exhale, palms flat. Stepping back to pyramid. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, Wajat. Exhale, first eye to the ground. Inhale, prepare to press. Exhale to press. Inhale, pyramid. Exhale, pyramid. Bend the knees, gaze forwards, inhale. Exhale, giant step forwards with the right foot. Find a lunge, find your length as you inhale. Gently bring the left knee down as you exhale. Inhale, dua. Exhale, duat. Inhale, pressing back, lifting up the hands to Ka. Holding the spirit over your head. We'll bring the right hand flat across the chest, making a fist with the left. As you exhale, press forward and twist. Bringing the gaze forwards. Henu. Inhale back to Ka. Planting the palms. Stepping back to pyramid. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, Wajat. Exhale, first eye comes down. Inhale, prepare to press. Exhale, press. Inhale, pyramid. Exhale, pyramid. From here, walk the feet all the way together. Lift the heels. Turn the knees out and gently bring them down towards the outside edges of your mat. Point the toes back. Press the hips back. It's up to you if you keep the arms extended forwards or if you allow them to come beside the legs. Whichever feels most comfortable for you. Whenever you're ready, slowly lift up the upper body. We're going to tuck the toes underneath. You might want to manually adjust your little toe so the full foot is getting a stretch. I'm going to come into a toe squat or a sesh pose. Spine straight, hands resting on the knees. From here, bring the hands down onto the ground, about shoulder width distance. Lift up the hips, bring the top of the head onto the mat. So you want about an equal distance between your head and each hand as there is between your hands. So it's like an equilateral triangle. Forearms parallel. If your hands are firmly in, your palms, are fully in contact with the ground, then lift up the knees and start to walk the feet forwards. If your wrists don't have the flexibility to have your hands flat, just stay right where you are, okay? So, no need to go through all of these progressions. I'm gonna give you the options to come through into a headstand, but stop where you feel comfortable. So walk the feet in. You can stay here, or maybe bring one knee at a time on top of your tricep. Just gonna turn around. Don't know. Tricky. Maybe both knees can come up. Maybe you can extend one leg. Maybe both legs. Into the Jed pillar headstand. So work within your own range. Move slowly. So make sure you have the top of your head, not your forehead, on the ground. And you want to move your hand, you want to make a triangle between your other way around. Yeah, move your head a little bit further forwards. Your head. Yeah, and then bring your elbows into the side of your body. Okay, so make sure your chin is tucked so the top of your head is on the ground. And then if you feel confident to, you can press into the toes and lift up the knees. Use your hands to support or stay right there. Yeah, just get used to being upside down and press into the ground. Lovely. Whenever you reach your final position, take 3 to 5 deep breaths, and with control, return back down to Kepara, or child's pose, where we were a moment ago. Nice. Lovely. As much control as you can on your descent. Well done. It's not an easy one. So from here, if you've not already, bring the knees and feet together. Bring the top of the head down once again. Lift the hips slightly so you can tuck the toes. And take hold of the outside edge of your feet. Relax your shoulders and arms as much as you can. As you keep the spine arched, start to lift up the hips and press the spine and the hips towards the sky. So hopefully feel a stretch through the back, the shoulders, maybe the neck as well. And release. Lovely. Whenever you're ready, come to sit. Grab your blocks. We're going to bring one block. You can either have it on the medium height or flat, and you may even want to remove it once we come into this, once you get comfortable here as well. Turn around. Those joining at home, you can use anything that's that can lift up the upper spine. So that might be, towels, books, cushions. Other block, we're going to have long in between the shoulder blades. Now we're going to gently lay back, resting the head on the block that's on the ground. Again, you can have it medium or flat, or you might even want to remove it completely. So you might take a little bit of shuffling round to feel comfortable here. So the block wants to be right in the middle of your shoulder blades. You might need to move it up or down if you feel pinching. And it's up to you what you do with the legs. You can have them straight, can have the soles of the feet connected and the knees wide. You can have the feet flat, the knees bent, whatever works for you. Same with the arms. It might feel better for you to have them resting on the body, just on the ground. Maybe you want to have them nice and wide to open up the chest and around the heart space even more. I personally like to have them up and overhead, lightly holding onto my fingers. You okay? Too high. Oh yeah, well this needs to be long ways like that.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll try that. Okay. And then if you lift up your head, I can put this like that. How does that feel? Yeah? We'll take 3 more deep breaths here. Let's try and make them the deepest breaths we've taken today. And then whenever you're ready, gently roll over to one side, remove the blocks. And find a comfortable resting position. It might feel good to come into constructive rest after that, which is where we have the feet wide and the knees resting inwards, hands resting wherever's comfortable. And for those in the room, I'm going to come around and offer some hands-on adjustments. If you'd rather not receive this, please place one hand over your stomach and I will leave you alone. And gently begin to introduce some movement to the body. Moving the fingers, the toes. Maybe taking a full body stretch as you inhale. Hugging the knees in as you exhale. And however's comfortable for you, keeping the eyes closed for now if you can. Make your way up to a seated position. Once you arrive, bring the palms together in Sima, in front of the heart space. We'll close the practice with a short sequence which represents unity in all aspects. So throughout, keeping the awareness, the attention on the palms of your hands and whatever they are in contact with, knowing that wherever your attention and intention goes, energy flows. So as you inhale, begin to rub your palms together. Separate the hands slightly, taking a moment, feeling into the palms and the space between them. Cup the hands over the eyes, inhale, fill up the lungs. Exhale, empty the lungs. Bringing the palms together, with the thumbs resting against your first eye point. Sliding the hands down the midline of your body to be in front of the heart space. Form a pyramid with your hands. Place the palms on the body. Slide the palms down to rest over your womb or sacral space, your seat of creation. Bring the pyramid down to the earth. Inhale. Exhale, follow it with your first eye if you can. Raise the pyramid and your first eye to the skies. Inhale. Exhale, pyramid to your first eye. Separate the hands, bring the palms to the earth, humbly bowing the head. For one final moment of gratitude for everything that brought us here today and allowed us to participate in this practice safely. And a moment to recognize what a position of privilege we are in to be able to be here today without any threat of immediate danger. And finishing off with a collective invocation that may all beings experience this level of safety, presence, peace, and connection. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you for your energy. May it carry forwards through your following moments. Over the next few weeks, I'm hoping to dive a little bit deeper into the kemetic sequence and breaking down more what they mean and how we can apply those to our lives. So yeah, maybe see you there. And yeah, have a beautiful day. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you all for joining online, whether you joined live or rejoining in the future. If you're able to donate today, it's greatly appreciated. Those here now, on live, there is a link. There's a couple of links in my channel description. And if you're joining in the future, there are also links in the description box below. Anything, no matter how little, is greatly appreciated. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the practice. See you next time. Peace.